And a surprising turn of events, Samsung, well, they basically gave away the bag and they kind of announced the Z Fold 7 Ultra, or whatever they're going to end up calling it. So they put out a press announcement this evening in the quiet of the evening after the day's news had already settled down. And they put out a press announcement in their media room. And it says, for years, Samsung has listened to users asking for bigger screens, better cameras, and new ways to connect and create. The demand is clear: an ultra experience that goes beyond a simple list of upgraded features in a smaller and more portable form factor. That's why Galaxy's next chapter is to provide an experience that seamlessly blends artistry and engineering to elevate everyday interactions. So, with industry-leading hardware, cutting-edge performance, and seamless AI integration optimized for the foldable format, it's what users have come to expect from Galaxy Ultra. When it unfolds, it transforms into a more immersive entertainment hub, a spacious workplace, or a multitasking powerhouse now enhanced by powerful Galaxy AI, designed specifically for the foldable form. So that means that we're going to get an Ultra. Now, I don't know if this is going to extend to the Flip. I don't think it will. I think this is specifically for the Fold, but it also makes me wonder, will we get two different ones? Will there be a Z Fold 7? Will there be a Z Fold Ultra? Last year, and here, you can go ahead and see this real quick. And this is pretty much exclusive to the Ultra. They put a little video clip. It's like a black silhouette. It says Samsung. It shows a foldable phone, shows it opening it up and then flipping and then turning. It's only about maybe 10 seconds, but you can see it here. And yeah, I mean, they basically just all but confirmed this. So that just leaves so many questions out there. Is it going to be the same phone we've been talking about that we've been calling the Z Fold 7? Are they going to call it the Z Fold Ultra? Are they going to get away from the number nomenclature? Are they just going to call it the Z Fold Ultra, Z Fold 7 Ultra? Will there be two models? I don't know. And, well, we'll find out soon enough, because they said that this summer we have the new foldable phones coming, and they're going to have One UI 8, which will be Android 16. So if you've been waiting for Samsung to make a move, looks like this is probably finally it. And all the stuff we've seen, all the scuttlebutt, everything kind of floating around regarding the Z Fold 7 is that it's going to have a 200 megapixel camera, that it's going to be thinner, that it's going to have a bigger screen than ever, should be the thinnest foldable phone made, all sorts of different claims and things that we've seen. Well, of course, we'll have to wait and remain to see what we get and what markets it'll be available in, what pricing. But yeah, I'm here for it because I love the Z Fold 6. I think the Z Fold 6 is still my favorite foldable. I love the S Pen. I love the user interface. I love the multitasking. And that's what just sticks with me, especially here in the United States. I know elsewhere, yes, the Honor Magic V3, fantastic phone. We've got the Oppo Find N5. I mean, I've got it. It's a great phone too. The OnePlus Open that we haven't got a sequel to yet. The Pixel 9 Pro Fold. There's so many foldables that are out there, but I'm most excited about this one. And I have, of course, great continuity with Samsung. I like their products. I've got my Galaxy Watch Ultra. I got Galaxy Tab 10 10 FE. I've got my Galaxy Tab S9. I mean, I've been using Samsung products for a long time. So these guys are the OG, and it looks like they're finally returning to form. At least that's what we hope, right? Because there's been a lot of criticism surrounding the Z Fold phones over the last couple of years, because the Z Fold 6 basically was the Z Fold 5 with a few shiny enhancements, not much, a little bit of polish and refinement. The Z Fold 5 was basically the same thing as the Z Fold 4. Z Fold 4 is basically the same thing as the Z Fold 3. Fundamentally the same phone, same experience. They've just increased the software, new chip, a little bit different AI optimization, and made it a little thinner, a little wider. I mean, it's just like 1 millimeter at a time. So this Z Fold 7 or Z Fold 7 Ultra, whatever they're going to call it, I've said should be a big like a change, a refresh. And I said this last year, whenever they came out with the Z Fold SE over in China and Korea, I said, look at this. This is going to be the model for success for next year. This is going to be it. So I think we probably will see an FE version of the Fold, which I basically expect a refresh of the Z Fold 6. That's fine. Push the envelope, give us the Ultra. And last year, the rumor mill was we were gonna get a Z Fold Ultra, and it didn't happen. So this feels like the time and the place. Like, this really feels like the right moment, and it feels like an Apple moment almost. And I guess it's insulting to Samsung, but whatever. Apple waits. Whenever people want things to change with Apple, usually it takes 3 more cycles before it actually happens. So maybe this has been 2 cycles. We've been expecting an upgrade. So it's almost an Apple moment. It's a little overdue. I know people have really been sitting around waiting. There's a lot of criticism on the Z Fold 6. I really don't think it sold very well at all. And there's this recommitment. There's been this recommitment at Samsung to try and get back to innovation and making products that people want, making exciting products, and not just coming out with iterative updates. And you see that in the language here. It says, for years, Samsung has listened to users asking for bigger screens, better cameras, and new ways to connect and create. So the demand is clear. I think there is demand. And I think that there are people who love foldable phones. I think there are people who really believe in the Samsung foldable phones, especially the Fold, and want to see better. And I've wanted to see better. A lot of people have wanted to see better. So I think this is the moment. I think that I think whatever we get will make sense. And I think that it'll hopefully be exciting. Like, I'm really going to cross my fingers, and I hope that it's a really cool product. I love the foldable phones. I have been covering them since the original Z Flip. I've been covering them since the original Z Fold. I remember I went to Best Buy, and I spent like $2,000 or $2,200, whatever that sucker was. And I got it. And it was so cool. I remember the first time I went into the courtroom and I was using it. I was working for a law firm back then. And it was so nice because I could pull up my whole docket. And I could see the docket sheet on there. I could see my cases. I had all my stuff. I had my email pulled up. Like, it was so cool. My Fold was indispensable when I was working in the legal industry because it allowed me to do so much all at once. I could pull up stuff. I could sign stuff. I could pull up the PDFs. I could pull up my case notes, my case files, and have all that stuff laid out. It was so nice. So now that I do what I do now, I don't necessarily need as much multitasking. And of course, I'm reviewing different phones all the time. But I have a special place in my heart for foldable phones. I like them a lot. I've been waiting for this change for a while. So I'm very excited about it. And I'd love to hear from you too. Like, are y'all excited? Do you think the Ultra will have some meaning? Do you think there will be 2 models? Hopefully we'll see this stuff around July, right? I mean, in the past, I think last year was about the 3rd week of July, 4th week. It was like 3rd, 4th week of July. So we can pretty much assume probably sometime in July. We do know it's the summer. They've already said they're going to get One UI 8, which is Android 16, which is crazy, by the way, because the Z Fold 6 just got One UI 7 in April. Like April, May time. Just a couple of weeks ago, we got One UI 7, and now we're jumping immediately to Android 16, One UI 8, in just a matter of weeks, which is pretty insane. So I hope there's some really cool stuff, especially since they're debuting it on the foldable phone. And they talk here about new ways to connect, new ways to create, and then adding AI, all sorts of stuff like that. They have a little snippet here I skipped over because it wasn't really pertinent to the launch, but it says, that's why Galaxy's next chapter to provide an experience that seamlessly blends artistry and engineering to elevate everyday interactions. Squeeze onto a crowded subway train for your evening commute with the device, fold it in hand, and use voice controls to have AI find your perfect restaurant and text your dining companion. Finish off that unsent work email during the ride. Then use the powerful camera to commemorate your night out. AI-powered tools enable all-day messaging, browsing, and gaming on the go so you can focus on your life, all without weighing you down. So it really seems like there's going to be some changes. And I want to see what the changes are. I want to see what we get. I want to see what Ultra means in a foldable. I mean, here, I've got my S25 Ultra. I know what Ultra means in this. Let's see what Ultra means when we translate it from this to this, right? So exciting times. Sound off in the comments. Are you excited? Are you looking forward to the summer? Are you looking forward to the foldables? Have you been waiting in the wings for the last couple of years and you want to get one of the new ones? Let's talk about it and we'll hash it out and have some conversation. But I thought this was interesting, and sorry for no video yesterday. Supposedly, Android 16 was going to launch on the Pixel yesterday, and I waited all day. My kids were leaving to go somewhere for the summer not for the summer, for like a summer fun thing for a couple of days. Had to go get a haircut, had a horrible headache. I was sitting around waiting all day for that Android 16 to drop because people are like, it's coming. It's going to happen today. So I wanted to have my schedule cleared so I could make y'all a good video about it, and it never showed up. So I just took the day off. So yeah, this was nice. It may come out today. Who knows? I'm sitting around waiting. Could come out any day. We'll find out what happens. But the big focus right here on the Z Fold Ultra, Z Fold 7 Ultra, whatever it may happen to be. And then, I don't know, maybe this could apply to the Trifold. Maybe we'll see that. Maybe that'll be the Ultra, and I don't know. We'll see. But the little video image, it shows a bifold, so it's probably going to be the Fold. Anyway, that's all I got. Talk about it. Let's go to the comments. Of course, if you have any questions, comments, gripes, concerns, complaints, hopes, dreams, wishes, comments about my shiny forehead or my hairline, go to the comment section. We'll talk about it. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like and the subscribe button and the little notification bell if you want updates when new videos come out. And as always, thanks for being here. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you guys next time.